Well, hey, good afternoon, everybody. It is about 2:15, Friday, March 14th, 2025. This is Jared. I host a daily live podcast where we discuss news and politics. You like my new hat? I survived, made it home, undeterred. Hey, I want to point this out. If you live in Indiana and you're gonna participate in a protest in Indiana, first things first, best place to park. Let's talk about it. Best place to park across the street from JW Marriott on the west side. It's a 1 block walk east and then 1/2 block north, and you're dead center where protests kind of kick off on the west side of the State House off Washington. Don't get caught up in Washington Street because it's easier to park 1 block south, looking at across from the JW Marriott. You can't miss it. It's the biggest hotel in Indianapolis. And it's also across the street from where the Indians play. Okay? That's right. Indianapolis Indians? Yeah. They're the baseball team plays. Victory Field. Okay? There's a parking lot there. I've been parking there for over a decade. That's where I park when I go to conventions at the convention center. It's where I park when we go to games. Okay? When you go to baseball games at Victory Field. And then if you're going to participate in protests, about the most American thing you could be doing, right? So I'm thinking right along with like people that participate in conventions, people that go to baseball games, people that go to protests. There's a garage there across the street from JW Marriott. Hey, it's expensive. It's $20. But here's what I'll tell you. As an alternative to just knowing where you're going and doing that from now on, because I'm just going to do that from now on. Okay? Because there's no going to Circle Center anymore. It's closed. Good to go. So all that parking there, no bueno, probably full. Okay. Hard reality is parking out farther away and walking inward is actually the shortest path, right? I tried to come from north of Indiana, just north of town, down Benford to Meridian to try to go south, and they had it blocked off. Police literally had the street blocked off, like they were trying to shrink this protest. That's what I feel like the police were doing today. They're going to have a hard time convincing me otherwise when the two major southbound thoroughfares from up north were blocked off about 15 blocks north of that protest. You're going to have a hard time making me realize, shit, I might as well just stayed on I-70, drove it across the north side of Indy, got off on Dr. Martin Luther King like I'm going to the VA, right? Then just drive down past Marriott, turn left again, and you're parking where I park today, where I tend to park. Good to go. And a protest right around the corner. Didn't even have to go far. Hundreds and hundreds of veterans out there today. And even though I'll acknowledge it looked to me like on multiple thoroughfares the police were blocking it off, trying to shrink a protest, forcing people to park too far out to walk. And then people are going to wonder, hey, Jared, how the protest / the actual march go itself. There's a reason I'm not in charge, because I read the room, and we should not have marched. Why? We had a good momentum going where we were, and we have a lot of disabled folks that have a hard time moving, and we only went like around the fucking State House. It wasn't even that big of a march. Hey, we could have just stayed right there. You had a bunch of disabled people. That said, as a Marine, I did have to take a look at a couple people's hats as I passed them as they fell out of that little 2-block hump, and just make sure that wasn't an Eagle, Globe, and Anchor. Hey, devil, I don't know what the fuck. And I had to stay myself from doing that because there's a lot of disabled folk running around. You don't want to be disrespectful to anybody. So I just want everybody to know I was well behaved. I did not antagonize anyone. I did not outwardly disagree with anyone. And we marched. As we said, we're going to do. We gathered. There were speakers. We marched. I made it out alive, made it home alive. What more could you ask for? Good to go. Yeah, like I said, I had to stay myself from being like, hey, devil, what the fuck? You know what I mean? There was a big-ass sign, GOP turncoats, and it had all the Indiana white boys up on there, Todd Young, Scott Ricciuto, all them people on that sign. I stood right next to that shit, loud and proud. So if obviously I didn't come out today to meet people. It's not what I came to do. I came with a business, right? I came for speeches, protests, fucking march, fucking Garrison. You know what I mean? Like, get home. I got dogs. Good to go. So a lot of people are going to ask, hey, did you go? You should, yeah. I will say this to close. I've never felt a great deal of pride in my service. Never. Till today. Till I left my house on the way to go to that protest. Never felt a tinge of pride. Not even a little bit. Until today. Not like getting there and seeing a bunch of veterans. That didn't do shit for me. The leaving your house, having to take a day off of fucking work to go stand in front of some elected official's office who does not give a fuck about me. You fucking traitors. And pretend like our little protest, our little march did something. Good to go? I'm not discouraged. I'm pissed. There's a fucking difference. This is what y'all want, right? Y'all want me to get involved, right? Okay. Just checking. Keep that energy up. Good to go. So yeah. Obviously, I want to connect with other leaders, especially here in Indiana, while I'm down this way. You never know what'll happen. Okay. I missed the IFCA clinic, the Indiana Football Coaches Association annual clinic. I missed probably the nuts and bolts of that today because I had to go to a protest. Because people that don't look like me, disabled vets, their rights are endangered. Mm-hmm. Whenever two or more gathered, it's a party, and so we had a party, a little march. It was good. It was good shit. Have a good rest of your day.